There are two things happening with Flare right now that you should not miss out, because things are happening quick. They're moving from A to B, and before you know, this will have a major effect for Flare. What is going on, everybody? It's King Karan with another Flare content for you guys. And first, let me start with the first thing that is happening right now. And I've been talking about this for months. There were some speculations. People thought this was not happening. But now it is official and they are working on it and it's coming very soon. Let me read this tweet here from Xaman, the founder of the biggest XRP wallet called Xaman. So here we go. So here's what's going to happen very soon. 1. Flare Network plus XRP Labs collaboration. No need to create another wallet. Earn yield safely and fully self-custodial on your XRP on Flare without having to leave the Xaman wallet. And I've mentioned this before, guys. Months ago, I have been talking about this, and first it sounded like a rumor and people were not sure like what was really going on. But this one-click yield function will be reality very soon, because people are just going to click on earning yield on the Xaman wallet and they are using Flare's tech without even knowing that they're using Flare's tech. This is a game changer, like I said in the previous videos, because this will open the floodgates for Flare's traffic on the network to go up like crazy. And obviously, if you look at the Xaman wallet, it's the biggest wallet. The biggest XRP wallet there is. It's a self-custodial wallet. Meanwhile, you earn yield while you're still self-custodial. You have millions of users on the Xaman wallet. You have people holding their XRPs, letting it not even do anything. It's just sitting there. And you have a button very soon that will state earn yield, and they're going to click on it, and you have massive traffic coming in just because of that simple button. That now they're going to earn yield in a safe way, decentralized, permissionless. Think about this, guys. This will increase the traffic for Flare Network like never before. And this is just the beginning. Xaman is just the beginning. They're going to target a lot of wallets. Imagine Phantom Wallet, right? Or Trust Wallet. Well, they can click on earn yield, and everybody with FDoge, FBTC, FXLM, and any other asset, they can just click on it just like the Xaman wallet, and they are using Flare's tech. So Xaman is just the beginning. So this technology is called smart accounts. I have made a video about this, and I will show this to you right now just for the people who don't really know what this is. So welcome everybody to another whiteboard session. The last time I was explaining to you guys how you can actually use the Xaman wallet to mint your FXRP. I mean, obviously you have to go to your desktop, right? I make this big computer here. So you have to go to here, and obviously you have to get a MetaMask wallet, or you got to have the Bifrost wallet. Right, you got to have these because your FXRP would go from here to there, obviously, because you have to link your XRP Ledger wallet with your Flare wallet actually, and then you could have mint your FXRP. But now it's going to be way easier because you don't need to use this, you don't need to use this. I mean, you might use the browser, but that's going to be in the app. And what is actually happening with the smart accounts, what Hugo is mentioning, is that let's say this is the XRP ledger, right? And this is Flare Network. So every move you make on here, so they're probably going to create a dApp, a decentralized application. They're going to build something for you to make moves from here, and these moves are going to happen here too. Just like I mentioned about that robot, right? You're steering this robot here with this controller, right? With some buttons here, right? With a cable here. And you're going to remotely use this, and it will operate here on the Flare network. That is what Hugo is actually going to build for Xaman. And they're obviously going to collaborate with each other. So you don't actually need to have another wallet. You might use a dApp or something like that. You still have to probably use not the desktop, but the website. But you can still operate everything here. You want to mint, you want to swap, you want to do anything else. Everything what you do with this controller over here, it will happen on the Flare network. This is actually something crazy, guys. I've not seen this before. Have you guys seen this before? And I don't think you guys have seen this before, because this is for the first time that is happening right now. That you can actually operate something from another chain, and it will happen over here. So let's say on here you want to swap your FXRP to USDTO. That's the stablecoin on the Flare network. You're just going to do it here on another dApp, but it's going to be on the application. And then it's going to happen on here. So you're actually, just like I mentioned about that robot, right? You're going to operate that robot over here. No, that's a human. Right? This robot over here is going to operate things for you, and you're literally controlling this controller, and this robot over here, right, is going to do anything. Swap, buy, borrow, lend, earn yield, while you're here with your controller on your Xaman wallet. You're controlling this robot actually, and he is going to do everything. So everything what is happening over here is also going to happen over there. You don't need to connect it with your desktop and you have to get another wallet. No, everything will be on this app. Everything which will operate will happen on the Flare network. And guys, this is huge, because if this is possible on the XRP ledger, imagine that you can use the same tech for Bitcoin, for Litecoin, for any other asset, for Doge, right? So they don't even need to come over on Flare. They can do everything in their own chain while they're operating this robot, and they will do the same thing, what is happening here, over to another chain. Ladies and gentlemen, this is revolutionary, what Flare is building over here. And the second thing what is happening is that Flare is finally retracing. Flare already has found its bottom. And I'm going to show you right here on the screen what I actually mean with this and why this is the beginning of something massive for the price of Flare. Guys, I have to show you the price of Flare to make you realize that buying more Flare at this price point will almost run out. I know some people who are waiting to get Flare lower. I don't know, man. I cannot guarantee you anything. I cannot tell you if you can buy lower next month or you can buy lower this month. But what is happening is the chances are higher that you're going to miss out on buying rather than you getting the chance to buy lower. Because as you can see over here, this is a multi-year bottom for Flare. Every single time Flare has reached within this purple box, it made a crazy run up. 3 times already. 1, 2, 3. And Flare is in this box again. And now it's forming a bullish momentum. And every single time it made a green candle, it did something crazy, right? So I cannot tell you when, but looking at this, if I was on the sidelines, guys, I would be scared. That's why I have been dollar cost averaging. For years, I've bought even at 4 cents. I bought at 3 cents. I bought at 2.5 cents. For me, it doesn't matter. I know where Flare will go eventually, right? And I bought a lot of Flare for the past few months at this price point. Because when it does crazy numbers and it will go beyond 10 cents and all of that, it doesn't matter if you bought here. It doesn't matter if you bought here. It's about the gains that you will eventually have when Flare will reach these prices. That's very important because that's the point where retail will know about this, where other crypto people will talk about this. I'm one of the few YouTubers that is going to warn you about this right now. Right? That buying this point right here is the smartest thing that you can do, not financial advice. But by the looks of it, it's primed to shoot up. With the whole market going to retrace, Flare is just perfectly positioned to print a massive green candle. We can go straight up, or we can be here and wait for a month or two and then we can go up. I don't know how this structure will play out, but how I'm seeing it based off from history, based off from these events here, what is happening every time it touches this purple box, it did something crazy. Well, guys, the best is yet to come. I hope that you are ready for what's coming for Flare. Two major events already happening right now, and it's the start of 2026. Guys, think about the next couple of months, what is going to happen for Flare. The smart account that is just getting started with the biggest XRP wallet. They can integrate it with any other wallet. And this is just one tech that is already going to create massive demand for Flare network. And the second thing about Flare's chart, you can see that we are bottoming. And this is just the beginning for Flare to rise up and to reach targets that people have not seen and not even realized before. We know the world of crypto. Things can go unexpectedly like no one has ever expected before. And these things are happening in crypto. If you think that every move that you expect will happen, it won't. There are events in crypto that will show you otherwise. And we believe that Flare will go up like crazy, go beyond 10, 20, 30 cents. You know why? Because of what Flare is doing. Flare is solving a massive blockchain problem. Flare is making sure that any other blockchain can participate on DeFi. Flare is making sure that they can integrate their tech into theirs without even their users noticing that they are using Flare. These types of things are problem-solving methods. It's not just another blockchain that is just pretending to be something and just holding on one tech. Flare is building different techs and is going to change the entire blockchain for once and for all. I hope that you realize this because we are already researching the boring things. But once this goes mainstream and the price is going up, yeah, retail is about to buy the top. But we are far away from the top. We are early investors. We are the pillars of the Flare community. I hope that you enjoyed this content. Make sure to like, subscribe, and don't forget to put something down below. Let me know what you think about this video, and I'll see you guys next time.